Hey everyone, Mabel here from Girls on the Money, and I am here to answer the investing question of the week. So this week in my stories, I added a Q&A and you guys sent me some questions, and this is the question I'm going to answer because it's a really good one. So how did you decide how much should you invest in a particular stock? So let's say you like a company and you want to buy stock in it. How do you decide how much should you invest to start with? There's no perfect answer to this question. It will always depend. The first thing you should know is that the amount of money that you make from a stock and the amount of money that you lose is directly related to how many shares of the stock that you own. So if you own a lot of shares of a company that does really well, you're going to make a good profit. If you buy shares in a company and the stock does poorly, if you buy a lot of shares, obviously you're going to lose a lot of money. So it's directly related to how many shares you own. So there's usually no minimum requirement when you buy a stock. You can buy one share of stock in a company, or you can buy 100 shares. It really depends on the money that you have available and what you want to start with. I always tell my students in my investing boot camp and in general that you don't need to go crazy when you first start investing or when you start putting money in a particular company, even if you invested before. So you can start out with 2 to 4 shares, for example, of a stock that you really like. See how you feel after you buy it and how you're watching it for a little while, and then you can always add to your position. There's no rule saying that once you buy, that's it. That's, you cannot buy again. That's not how it works. You can always add to your position over time if you continue to like the company, if you continue to want to have the stock in your portfolio. Some people do a strategy called dollar cost averaging. So that simply means that every month or every other month you have a set schedule. Like, let's say, for example, the 20th of the month or the 15th of the month, you have a certain amount of money that you allocate towards a particular stock or index fund or any type of investment. So you just have a set schedule where you're buying more stock over time. So you're simply adding to your position as time goes by, regardless of whether or not the stock is up or down. You just want to, increase the amount of shares that you own on a consistent schedule. So that is dollar cost averaging. That is a technique that some people use. But then again, you can just add to your position to how many stocks you originally own over time. There's nothing that says you have to buy a whole bunch of stock, to start with. And if you want a recommendation or if you want, a little tip, buy 2 to 4 and see how you feel, because not all investments are going to do great, and you want to make sure that after you do your research, maybe you could miss something, and you want to go back to your research and stuff like that. Or maybe it turns out to be a really good decision and you decide, okay, I want to add more stock, more to my position of this stock. And I hope that answered the question. If there's any confusion or anything, you can always email me at girlsonthemoney@gmail.com. If you want me to answer a question through video in the future, always you can email me as well, or DM me at my Instagram handle, which is Girls on the Money. Have a great day, guys. Bye.